What is up, my dog's Lawson here. You know, had someone write an email to me saying that they wanted me to bring that back. So maybe we will. I also had multiple emails from some older people telling me that they hated being called a dog when I would start my videos. Anyway, so the other day on a video, I said, hey, if this video gets 2,000 likes, I'm gonna send out a bunch of free lures and stuff to 5 random people. So you guys seem to enjoy that. I'm gonna leave the names of the 5 people, I think it was 5, 3 or 5, of the people who I've chosen to win in the description down below, so pop that out, and if you are one of the winners, go message me on Instagram or shoot me an email. And since you guys seem to enjoy that so much, and I still got more stuff to give away, go drop a like. If this video also gets 2,000 likes, we'll do the same exact thing. I'll send out some good stuff to you guys. So drop a like, leave a comment, and have a chance to win something good. We're gonna drop the boat in. I can already see mullet flipping around in the boat ramp. It's a mullet run time. There's just bait absolutely everywhere. I think the goal for today, we're trying to look for tarpon really, snook and jack as well, but you know, I'm fishing a little further south than I normally do, and so there should be some tarpon. We'll see what happens. We're gonna drop the boat in. I think I'm gonna net some finger mullet, and we're gonna start looking for some fish. Should be good. All right, we are locked and loaded. Truck's parked, boat's in the water. You know, I've had a lot of people ask me before, how do I launch my boat by myself? And I've gotten so efficient at doing it, because I do it every single day by myself for the most part, that I can really launch the boat in probably like 3 minutes of like pulling up, unstrapping, turning the battery on, backing in, tying it off, and leaping out. And I just have everything set up to do that. I also have a light boat, so it's easy for me to just push it off myself. One day I'll have to strap the GoPro on and show you how I do that. There was mullet flipping around everywhere when I was backing in. Today should be a good day. A little cloudy, a little gloomy. Should be alright. There is tarpon right where I thought there should be tarpon. I think there's something coming down this wall right here. There it is. I believe he got it. Not yet. Got it that time. There it is. Alright, first fish landed though, so I guess that's one thing we got going for us here. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh Oh my god. Dude, whatever that was just freaking annihilated a hollow-bodied frog. Oh my god! Dude, I've casted this thing like 4 times. Oh my gosh. These fish are eating this thing so aggressively. I'm in disbelief right now. Alright, it has been slow, very slow. I've put on an artificial shrimp here, kind of flick around some docks, and I might go throw at some tarpon up here. Those tarpon are still rolling that I initially saw this morning, but it's just been pretty mediocre, unfortunately. And I don't have any more finger mold at the moment. It'll be easy enough to go catch some, but I'll need to leave where these tarpon are to go catch them. Tarpon just rolled right in front of me. There's a lot of them in here. I think we have a chance to catch one. Ooh, one just swirled on it right there. Yes, yes, good sign. Very good sign. Literally first cast at one with this shrimp and he followed it in. Cool. That helps me out a lot. I know there's tarpon here. I don't like the ones that just rolled right to the left of me. Oh, screw it. Multiple just rolled right next to me. I just cast it out as far as I could, but we'll see. Oh, multiple tarpons rolled over to my left. I can actually put a very, very good lead on them. Oh, I just got hit right there. That had to be one of them. I mean, I literally just threw up right in front of where they were rolling. There it is, there it is. That's a jack, son of a gun. Ah, jack again. Probably the freaking same fish. It's insane. Good jack. Oh, oh. I just freaking figured eight a jack. That was cool. He's like a little one too. There was like a freaking 15-pounder leading the pack of them though. Oh, that would have been the one hooked, and the freaking little like 4-pounder is the one that came up and crushed it. Can't seem to get away from the jacks today. What a guy. Oh, I would have been, I mean, he's like the biggest one of the day, but not that that says much at all. I would have been thoroughly stoked if that big one would have eaten. He was a good sized fish. Oh, little tarpon. That's what we've been looking for right there. Oh my gosh. And I just was like, honestly, I was starting to give up on the tarpon dream. He came up from underneath that boat. That's pretty cool. We'll see what happens here because he's just hanging directly underneath the boat right now. Ooh! Awesome. That is the fish I've been trying to get onto all day long, and finally caught one when I really was almost practically giving up on him. I mean, I had a bait in hand that I know is great for tarpon, but I just was pitching under docks and kind of just not thinking about it. Gosh, it's always so impressive how well these fish fight, man. Even the little tiny ones are just absolute tanks. It's all chromed up. Oh my God, it just came in the boat. Beautiful little tarpon right there. Perfect. There he goes. I wasn't actually even wanting to bring that fish into the boat. Okay, tarpon down. All right, the target species of the day has finally happened. After freaking whacking what feels like 1,000 jack, but I think it was really like 3 or 4, and seeing a bunch of tarpon roll, we finally managed to land a tarpon. A little one, not really the size I would hope for, but that's okay. It's about 11 o'clock right now. We're gonna fish for another 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes, and then we'll have to scram. But that fish right there kind of turned this around a bit for me. How cool it'll be to catch one out from underneath that boat right there. Oh, big snook. Oh my gosh, no, it was another tarpon. It was another tarpon. Holy hell. Out from under the boats, dude. They're under the boats. Okay. He didn't get any metal, so maybe he'll, gosh, I'm a spaz right now. He didn't get hooked, so he might come back for it again if I wasn't such a dumbass. Dude, I thought that was a big snook at first. he just came at it so slow, like a snook does. Like tarpon normally just come flying out. And snook will a lot of times just give like that slow approach like that. I'm sure you couldn't see it in the GoPro, but it was so weird. He just like came cruising in on it from underneath that boat. Dude, they're under the boats. Pattern found. That would have been insane. Tarpon underneath that boat, tarpon underneath that boat. There's a reason these fish are hanging out underneath these boats right here. It's not just like, oh, neat, a boat, let's go sit underneath it. One, very obvious fact, it provides shade, a lot of shade, and it is hot right now. It's like 91 degrees, I'd guess, and it gets cooking, especially back in a little canal like this where there's not like a ridiculous amount of water flow. It gets hot, and so the shade will lower that water temperature. But something that is kind of going unseen here, a lot of times with big boats, even bigger boats, like these are only 27, that's probably a 25, that's probably a 27. You know, they're gonna be dredged out already, even just a little bit, even with a 27-foot boat. But then, you know, earlier we're passing by these literal yachts that are, you know, 50 feet, 70 feet. Those boats, it is deep underneath them. It is dredged out deep. And so tarpon, for one, are just fans of deeper water, and they like getting in deep holes. So you give them two things, a deep hole and a ton of shade sitting right on top of it. And so it's just like a perfect place for tarpon, and big snook will sit underneath them too. And typically, like, the bigger the boat, the bigger the hole's gonna be. So like, you know, for a center console to get clearance to come out of this canal, it only needs to be dredged like 4 feet probably. But you know, one of these big yachts that we're looking at are these sports fishers. It needs to be like 7 or 8 feet because they draft so much water. So, tarpon are smart, and they're sitting up underneath it. You can be smart too by fishing underneath them. You know, sometimes it's a bummer. Like, I think about it a lot of these canals that are entirely man-made and what probably could have used to be here. Like, this was probably all a mangrove island that they built up with sand and rocks and stuff like that, and this was probably all like a little estuary system years ago. Pretty much all of Florida, all of South Florida used to just be part of the Everglades. That's besides the point. It is pretty cool to see how fish adapt, and now we're in this canal and the tarpon are living the dream in these deep holes that are underneath these docks, and the snook are using all this structure to their advantage, and the jack are just cruising up and down the seawalls, treating them like it's a buffet. Oh, I just got swirled on. It's cool to see how wildlife adapts over time. I think a little tarpon when I came out of there, or is this snapper? Ooh, that was interesting. That was aggressive eat. Hello, tarpon. Or what? Oh, it's a school of ladyfish. Get the hell out of here. Oh my gosh, there's so many of them. There's like 4,000 ladyfish right there. That was so weird. This boat is one of the most insane things I've ever seen in my entire life. I think being conservative would have to say like that's like a $1.5 million boat. That's like on a very low end guess. That boat costs like 4 times everything I own in my entire life. Like my house, my car, my boat, everything I own, my 25 bucks in my bank account. It's like worth 8 times more. Alrighty, we're gonna fish a few more docks here, just for another like 10 minutes or so, and I think we're gonna call it. Fish out here closing out in the main like channel really, and maybe there'll be some bigger fish out here would be the dream. And just more mega boats. Alright, on the way home at the moment. You know what? It was a good day, all things considered. I would have actually been kind of pissed off if I didn't catch that little tarpon. It was very weird. There was tons of them rolling around, but just I maybe had 4 like follow-ups from tarpon the whole entire day, including the one that I caught, and I've seen a lot of them. It's just, I don't know, they just weren't really that into it. I enjoyed that a lot, but I think what my main takeaway is that next time I go out and I want to target tarpon, I am going to go try to look in a location and find much, much bigger fish. As fun as it is sometimes to catch a little 3-pound, 5-pound tarpon and to see some 10s and 20s rolling around, and if we were getting 20s, I'd be pretty stoked on it, but I need to get some like 40, 50 pounders in my life, and that's what I want to try to get on sometime very, very soon. All in all, fun day. Great getting out and just throwing around. I wish I didn't have to come in, but I literally have 3 videos that I need to edit. I'm just super behind, but such is life. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you smash that like smash the like button, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I appreciate you guys very much, and it always helps me a lot by leaving a like and commenting and being subscribed. It really just helps me out a ton. Alright, that's it for me. I appreciate you guys. Until the next video, see ya.